Hi, welcome to Intuitive Goddess Tarot 911. I'm Jenny. This is the third time I have tried to film this reading. I just almost gave up because there were camera issues. Before that, everything was crazy pants. Cards were flying out. It was just, it's a little nutball-y here. So welcome in or welcome back. See what I'm saying? There is a message that needs to get out. So, if you're seeing this, these messages are timeless. So you're seeing it when you're meant to see it. And if it resonates, it's for you. If it's not, just let it go. So this feels important because I've been trying to do this for a half hour. Introspection is needed. Okay. People wanted you burdened. Keep going. I believe it. Bad bitch energy. I like that. People are threatened by your aura. I believe that. Moves in silence. I have learned to do that over the years. Obviously, I have a YouTube channel now, so I'm not really being so silent, but I've been moving in silence for years. I feel like the less you tell people, the less they have to work against you with. You have goddess energy. If you don't have haters, you ain't doing it right. We're just going to move this over and pray that nothing happens with it. Okay. All right. And then someone is wearing a mask. That one, I wasn't supposed to get that. And then Leo. Okay. Okie dokie. So let's see where we are going with this. So we are going to grab some more cards. I don't know where to put this. I'll put it right here. Let's see what the vibe is on introspection is needed. What do we need to know about that? This card is not supposed to be in here. Truth. Confessions, clarity, revealing of secrets. So somebody needs to tell you something, and you could actually already know. People want to keep you burdened. Looks like it could be a male figure that was nurturing to you in the past. Oh, shoot. Let's keep going. Bad bitch energy, epiphany. Yes, self-reflection, answered questions, untapped talents. Exactly. So you are living your life. People are threatened by your aura, burned bridges, lack of trust, turned your back on them. Yeah. So, and I said this in the video that I didn't, that I'm not going to play. So people come into our lives for stages, moments in time. Everyone that comes into your life, everyone that crosses your path, we're meant to have, I would say, an impact on. But there are certain people that come into our lives that just cause us pain. And, you know, recognizing that they have to go or that you have to put up a boundary can be very difficult, especially if you love this person. So let's keep going. Boundaries, moves in silence. Yeah, you're not tolerating any crap. You are keeping going. Let me just see what this is. Sorry. No. All right. So you are moving on. Maybe you're being interrupted. Girl interrupted. Love affair. You have goddess energy. Dirty little secret. You could be somebody's dirty little secret. Masculine energy. Father figure. All right. Couple more. We got Leo. Envy. Resentful. Competitive. And we got the Psychopath card. Someone is wearing a mask. You are dealing with a psychopath. Okie dokie. All right. So let's keep going. Let's use this deck, because I feel like we need some information here, and I am not sure what information we need, and then some of these cards are not facing the right way, so just bear with me. All right. Maybe you're feeling chaotic. I don't know. Introspection is needed. Truth, confessions, clarity, guidance. Are you speaking to your spirit guides? Are you speaking to your ancestors for guidance? Purification. Okay. So that could definitely be something that is needed. If we are around negative people, people that are making us feel less than when we don't deserve to be, it's like gum, right? It's like spiritual gum. It gets stuck to you, and then, you know, if you don't cleanse your energy, either with crystals or moon water or spiritual baths, or just straight up sage, then it can physically affect how you're feeling. So if you've been feeling off, feeling tired, feeling cranky, I would definitely do that. What else about this bad bitch energy and epiphany? Rest after labor. So you've been through something, and we're going to figure out what this is. But you're definitely getting truth and clarity about something, and you're looking for guidance. So this could be your guidance. Decisions. Okay. So I don't know if you made decisions about eliminating people from your life. It looks like this person is walking away, so possibly could be that. Oh, and here we go. Communicate with the dead. So I feel like you've had to move in silence because you're dealing with a psychopath. And unfortunately, the less you post, the less you say about yourself, the better. What about love affair and goddess energy? Self-healing. Okay. The picture is coming into clarity. So let's keep going. Relaxed energy. So whoever these haters are, it's not bothering you. You are literally chill, relaxing. You could be going into nature. What about Leo? Transform. Okay, I'm getting a bigger picture here. Getting the picture. Okay. All right. I hate to smile when I get the karma card, but I always say it. You know, the karma bus comes to everyone's house, and you should practice being kind to people, being mindful of other people's feelings. When you're walking around, being mean to people, being abusive, lying, karma is going to catch up to you. And I don't care how much you think it's not going to. Karma shows up in financial problems. Karma shows up in health problems. If you are having a barrage of either of these things, you need to look closer at what your activities are, because you could definitely be accruing bad karma. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, so let's do a little recap here. So you've gone within to get the truth about this psychopath person, whoever that is. You're seeking guidance. It looks like probably from passed on relatives. It could be your spirit guides, whatever. But you're seeking advice from them, and they are providing advice. However, this person, because, and I'm just getting this energetically, is a snake. They look like they're your mentor. They look like, you know, they have your back, and then they treat you like crap, or they're talking about you. So cleanse your energy. Do that. And then bad bitch energy. I mean, you do seem unbothered. You seem like you're, you know, getting yourself together. You're taking good care of yourself. You're resting after labor. You have this relaxed energy. But it could be because you've kicked these people out of your life that, you know, you made the decision to kick them out. So that could be why you're so relaxed. You've set boundaries. Sometimes just being silent is a boundary. So, but then I feel like this is something new. So this is just showing you what you don't want up here, okay? So you have goddess energy, love affair, dirty little secret, self-healing, masculine energy. So I feel like you are seeing a new man, possibly very sexy man. And you're finding that you're relaxed. You're not in this fight or flight relationship. Wow, maybe that's for somebody. So you're not in this fight or flight mode because you feel relaxed around this person. And you got some people that are pretty envious about that. You could be dealing with a Leo. I feel energetically that that's not bad though. But you are definitely transforming. So let's see what other information we can get. This is amazing. I mean, I'm going to pull a couple more of my cards just to see if we can get anything else. This message obviously had to come out. So change and transform the way you see yourself. Yes, I think that's exactly what you're doing. You are no longer, you know, kicking yourself in the balls about what people are saying about you, which I appreciate. But what else? What else, Spirit? What else does the collective need to know? Manifest your reality. Do not internalize people's projections. Yes. People can say whatever they want. They can think whatever they want about you. But at the end of the day, are you a good person? Are you showing up? Are you being kind to people? Are you being kind to animals? Are you, I don't know why productive at your job is coming out, but that could be something. Are you kind to the people you're in relationships with? I mean, all of these things matter. You can't treat people like shit and expect for karma not to come to your house. Libra. This is what I'm saying. This is what was happening. Only it was a lot of cards. Okay. One more, Spirit. The universe is holding you in its hands, and it says someone desires you. Okay. So I feel like more than one person could desire you. Let's get some tarot and just see what we can figure out about, let's figure out who this Libra person and this Leo are. Holy angels, holy spirits, who is this Leo person? How is the collective going to recognize this person? the King of Wands is out again. So he's a visionary. He could have a guitar. He's a mentor. He's dynamic. Okay. Who is the Libra? What can you tell us about the Libra person, whoever they are? Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is a rebel. Someone with high energy, somebody going on adrenaline. So what about that? Why is that coming out now? The Moon. Because there's secrets related to this person. And I don't know why, but energetically I feel like this matches that. The Psychopath and the Truth. So I feel like your Libra person, your Knight of Wands, is your person who's not telling the truth. And it, you know, don't get hung up on signs or whatever. It doesn't necessarily have to be a Libra. They could have Libra in their chart. Who knows? But what about, is the Knight of Wands this Leo person? Are they a nice person? Knight of Cups. Yes, they're caring, they're gentle. Okay. Spirit, why is this coming out now? Why do we need to know this today? And why is this message, why is it so difficult to get out? Because it was literally ridiculous. Eight of Coins. What about that? Eight of Swords. Because there's been confusion, restriction around this. What about the Eight of Coins? So this Psychopath person really had you feeling depressed, anxious. I don't know why I'm getting this, but what is it called when people stay in a relationship? Is it Stockholm? Like you get used to being treated like crap. That's what I'm getting. So, okay. So is the Psychopath coming in to see the collective, to talk to the collective? Or are we just finding out because they're just going to go away? They're a bully. Well, that's pretty obvious. Five of Swords. They're abusive. They're intimidating. What's their intention, Spirit? The Devil. They're obsessed with you. Well, this just took a turn. Okay. So this obsessive psychopath, what does the collective need to know about that strength? So you're going to have to be brave. And maybe this is the reason why you're going through this transformation. There's always secrets. Why is there always secrets? I freaking hate that so much. All right. Can you give us an outcome card for the collective, Spirit? Because this looks like a lot. Like there's going to be a lot going on. The Tower. So I'm going to say what I always say about the Tower. Okay. We all need the Tower, right? Because it helps us to gain perspective. It helps us to change certain parts in our life. This would be a sudden, unexpected change. So maybe you don't even know about any of this yet. This may have not happened yet, depending on when you are going to see this. But there's definitely going to be a sudden, abrupt change. And you are dealing with somebody who is not nice. One more card, Spirit. Not that the Tower wasn't enough. Queen of Cups. Yeah, you're a loving, intuitive, psychic person. But you know what? Psychopaths attach themselves to people like that all the time. I have been the victim of that. So, okay. So whoever you are, be careful. Seek. This is probably why you're seeking support from your, your spirit guides or your dead relatives. I definitely would cleanse your energy and lock your doors. I mean, honestly, if this is genuinely, and I'm not being paranoid or anything, but I've been in situations where I lived out in the country when I was in my 20s, and my two kids were very little. And my ex was a psycho, and he decided to move in across the street. And I remember calling the cops because our windows didn't lock, and there was like all these problems. And so the cops literally came, and they were like, well, we can't make him move from the residence, so you're just gonna have to nail all your windows shut. I was like, well, that's great advice. So all I'm saying is I've seen it, I've been there. So just be mindful of your surroundings and be careful. I don't know who this person is. I don't know, what they're capable of, but the message needed to come out today. So whatever you're dealing with, this obviously needed to get to you. So let's get an advice card. Not that you need advice because I've just already doled out a bunch of it, but let's get you a card. And please let me know if this resonates, and please be careful. There are domestic violence shelters everywhere. See what I'm saying? Stay with a friend if you need to. Stay with family. Stay with someone you trust. When I was going through that situation, my friend Jody lived at my house because I was scared to death. It was pretty horrible. So, what's the advice for the collective? Heron, patience. Create a place in nature's stillness and be renewed. Take time alone to find balance. Step confidently toward your purpose. Patience will bring you rewards. Okay, collective. So, like I said, let me know if this resonates. I hope you guys are doing amazing. This is one of my, I guess, passion projects, you could say, just because I've gone through so much domestic violence in my life. But I'm here for you, whoever you are. Even if it's just a chat, I understand it. I've gone through it multiple times, and there's no need for you to be alone. So if you do need me, I was going to say my email is attached to in the description for the video. So just let me know, but definitely be safe. And I hope you guys are having an amazing night, and definitely let me know if this resonates, because this message would not come out. So I know that it is for somebody. I just have no idea who. So I hope you guys are safe. I love you so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye.